You've heard about poaching animals, but what about plants? In South Africa, unique and rare succulents were being targeted, but now rare species like the miracle bush lily are being snatched up for global markets. Hi, I'm Kristin Engel and I'm a journalist with Daily Maverick's Our Burning Planet. So on July 3rd in 2025, 4 foreign nationals were sentenced to 15 years in prison by the Clivia Regional Court for illegally poaching 303 of this miracle bush lily from the Oorlogskloof Nature Reserve in the Northern Cape. The estimated retail value of these plants is a staggering 6 to 30 million rand. So why does this matter? Because this isn't just an isolated incident. It's a clear signal that well-organized international syndicates previously involved in more commonly known plant and wildlife crimes are now heavily invested in South Africa's botanical treasures. The species targeted are breathtaking in their uniqueness. Beyond the iconic conophytums, which are already highly targeted succulents in the illegal plant trade, criminals are now pillaging other valuable flora, like the Clivia mirabilis, which is the miracle bush lily, many of which are endemic to our succulent Karoo biome. Now, these criminal networks perceive plant poaching as less risky, but still incredibly profitable, as you've heard. The demand, particularly from collectors and breeders in East Asia, Europe, and the US, drives this illicit trade in South Africa, with rare and ancient plants fetching extraordinary prices online. But how does it work? So the modus operandi is sophisticated. Local communities are often enticed by middlemen to poach these slow-growing, delicate plants from remote, often unprotected areas, sometimes under the cover of darkness. And once harvested, they are smuggled to major urban centers in Cape Town and Johannesburg, then discreetly packed and shipped internationally, often disguised or misdeclared.
If you appreciate this work, support our journalism by becoming a Maverick Insider. You'll find the details in the caption below.
I found that the internet acts as a vast, unregulated marketplace, facilitating these sales across the globe. And in the case of the miracle bush lily, demand is reportedly driven by enthusiasts seeking to crossbreed the species. And the species is already extremely limited in its distribution, with a slow growth rate, making it particularly vulnerable to poaching. The ecological impact of this poaching is devastating. South Africa's succulent Karoo biome is one of the world's biodiversity hotspots, and this is home to thousands of endemic plant species found nowhere else on Earth, like the miracle bush lily. This rampant plant poaching is pushing many of these species to the brink of extinction, disrupting delicate ecosystems and diminishing genetic diversity. Conservation agencies are often overwhelmed, grappling with the sheer volume of the confiscated plants and the lack of resources to adequately care for them or rehabilitate the affected areas that they are being poached from. So what can be done? Law enforcement, conservationists, and communities across South Africa are collaborating on multi-pronged strategies, including sniffer dogs and leveraging technology like AI and web scraping to identify the illegal online sales. There's also a growing push to strengthen cross-border cooperation and explore pathways for a sustainable and legal plant trade to undercut the illicit markets. The fight to protect South Africa's unique botanical heritage is far from over. It requires vigilance, sustained effort, and a global cooperation to ensure that these irreplaceable natural wonders survive for generations to come.